Alright, good afternoon folks. Welcome back to another episode of Undercover ET UK. Apologies for the voice, I'm slowly getting it back. I'm going to try and say as little as possible, but we've got a big video to do today. We've got evidence coming in from all over the place. We've got more out of Texas, more out of Norfolk. We've got some custodian file, which I'm going to start off with, because that pretty much sets the template for the whole video of what we're talking about. It's all about bugs, or potential UFOs, okay? Explaining why all of these sightings aren't all bugs, to be honest with you. It's really important. I mean, this is, for me, I run a disclosure channel, and it's important that we understand and explain to my viewers and to everyone else what these things are and what they're capable of, and what we're seeing. So let's get into it, folks. Custodian file to start off with.
So the other day, I keep an extra camcorder, Panasonic X1000 in the car. I see a real police helicopter. I've been going on a real call. And so I pull it out and I'm recording it, and knowing that I have a good shot at recording a dragon. So the monitor on those are real small. They're like 2 by 2 inches. So I have the camera going, and I visually look off of the monitor. I just look in the sky because I'm looking for the helicopter. I'm trying to I'm pointing it approximately in the right direction, and I see a tiny dot for one frame, just a fraction of a second, one frame. And I say on the camera, hey, I think I just saw a dragon. This happened 2 weeks ago in Marina del Rey. I saw one frame. So even though I said these are impossible to see with the naked, and they are impossible, none of us is going to track a dragon. That's just is not going to happen, not with the human eye. The digital phone camera, yes, but not with the human eye. The most we'll ever get lucky is one frame. So if I say it's impossible, it's pretty close to impossible. But through trial and error, if you're recording a helicopter, airplanes, try to hold your camera in the right spot and look away, and don't look directly at the helicopter. Look like 500 feet to the left or right. Look around, and maybe, just maybe, you'll see a dot. And when you do, out loud, just say, hey, I think I just saw a dragon, so you can record it and document it on your phone or on your camera. But we're making some progress here. Yeah, that was the chopper, the 213. We're making some progress. It's slowly, science reveals itself slowly. And here's the dragon coming in and flies behind the roof, as you could see, not in front. Flies behind the roof. So I get it. If you're new to the channel, you say, this got to be a bug. It's got to be, this is way past that. This is seriously way past all that. Let me see. Here's the contrast. When they're really hard to see, I edit it with contrast, and I slowed it down to 3%. And frankly, I think what it is, he's in front of the pole right here, but the pole's in the backyard. So, and he flies behind the roof. So he's going to disappear in a few more seconds. I think he disappeared right there behind the wire. But nevertheless, he disappears behind the roof. There's your video. There's 2,000 miles an hour. Phenomenal, right? So that's going to be, a lot of you have recorded hundreds of dragons already. You got to give this time. You can't rush into it. Just hold your phone, record helicopters, airplanes, and try to look in real time visually and see if you can see that tiny dot again. If you do, say something, document it on the recorder. But look, this is what, the second one I've done in 30 days. All accidental. Trial and error, accidental. So it's exciting. We're making progress. We are making a lot of progress here. I mean, this is phenomenon that we just, you see this and you say, hey, I think I just saw a dragon. Unbelievable. And as with practice, we'll get better and better at it. Okay, let's go to the next. He's approaching this is the hot zone. He's approaching the rocks. Come on. Okay, super, September 7. Look at this. We got a banner coming over the jetty rocks. Look at this dragon coming in, 2,000 miles an hour. See, the timeline doesn't change. The banner's not even moving. Nothing's moving. In this case, it triggers the radar. Now these things, they do trigger the radar, the X and K band, 8% of the time, not 100% of the time. Why? I don't know, maybe it's directional. Maybe these things, as they fly, they're adjudicating data back to the mothership instantaneously, depending on which way they're pointed. If they're pointed toward my camera, my radar, it triggers the radar. We don't know, but we do know, and for what it's worth, on April 19 last year, 2023, the Pentagon confirmed that they triggered the X band. They didn't volunteer the K band, but they do. They triggered the X and K band. So there you go. It's very predictable. So 8% of the time they trigger the radar. 8% also they trigger a clicking sound, and very predictable. They're extremely baitable. You can come in a helicopter, but they're all over the world, just not Marina Del Rey. They're all over the world. Take the Dragon.
All right, folks. So I hope you understood what Robert at Custodian File was saying there. They trigger off a radio frequency or alarm that Robert's got set up there, and they also make the clicking sound through the mobile phone and videos that we're actually recording, and so that's what I mean by they're making themselves known around 8% of the time, and it's apparent. We've got enough video between us that shows it, and that's what we're going to do this afternoon. We're going to show you more videos. So that was what I wanted to start off with. Regarding what I've got set up for us today, I've got stuff in Belfast, Norfolk, Texas, quite a bit in Texas. But just to stay on the clicks, on the frequency side of things, and this is one example. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing this, but I do recommend you turn your volume right up, and what I'll do is I'll just keep playing it over. It might even be better if I slow it down. You hear that? Wow, wow, wow. That's what I hear when I slow it down. But if you just play it normally, it's just click, click, click. I'll play it one more time, slow down. And that's why I say it sounds like something out of Transformers, because when you slow it down, it does. But if you just play at normal speed, you just get the clicks. And this is apparent everywhere, folks. You know. Get another 2 clicks at the end there. 3. 5 clicks in total. And yeah, look, Texas, February 2024. You know, one of Tony's old videos, Tony Franklin. So that's why it's such a great clip. And for anyone who says, look, they're bugs, look, bugs can't do that. They just simply can't do that. Now, when you take into account that those white dots that you saw there are actually not bugs, the other footage becomes absolutely insane, and I'm going to show you that in a minute as well. But I do want to get on to showing you some real footage, and we should definitely get into it. So let's start off with MB, because this has come out of Belfast, and we need to see more clicking and more UAPs. Apologies for the voice. There's our UAP. Looks like a fly, doesn't it? Looks like a fly. I can assure you guys, MB knows her stuff, and the clicking is on point. Very, very similar to what we just saw in Robert Shape's video, and I really recommend you go over to Custodian File and do more research on Robert Shape's channel. And honestly, you see a lot of this, a lot, except they're moving incredibly fast, 2,000 miles an hour. It's an absolutely incredible speed. And if we go over to this one, how quick, you probably didn't even see it, it was that fast. But did you hear the clicking at the end? Do you know where the UAP is? It comes across here. Watch, folks. Amazing, isn't it? This is Belfast, Northern Ireland. Taken on the 21st, yesterday. See? Cracking. Absolutely cracking, MB. And again, it's just you caught that 8%, you know? And I've seen many of your videos, and we don't see it in all your videos. We do see the thing zipping past at incredible speeds, but we don't see the clicking in every video. You know, it literally is 8% of them, and that might fluctuate, you know, but over a long period of time, that's what we're getting. So absolutely incredible. Okay, on to Texas, and by the way, there's more in Norfolk. We'll end on Norfolk, but there's more. There's a lot more in Norfolk that I've got to show you guys. So, Texas, 18th of October. Let's start here, actually. Let's start here. So, Tony's getting a little bit adventurous, and he's got a tripod, and he's, you know, he's doing his thing now. And so this is just a stabilised shot of the sky. I appreciate it's just a blue sky, you know, but if you've seen all of Tony Franklin's videos, you know he's legit. You know he's legit. Look at that orb. Look at that orb. And you can turn around and say, well, it's a focus thing. It's a stabilised camera. And the orb is not... this is real time, folks. This isn't even slowed down. It's just creepy as, eh? Creepy as. And he's been seeing this stuff in the sky for weeks, folks. Look, going in and out of visual. And that is really important, okay? Because it's not your bullet-shaped or your hockey puck-shaped UAP there. But we've seen footage of this thing turning into a saucer. Alright, so... And we've also seen the white objects turning into this thing. So we know that they're all one in the same, okay? Or very close, or they're related in some way, or they're something we don't understand. So we've got the clicking out of the way. We've got the fact these white objects are not insects. We've got the fact that we've got black orbs as well. That we've caught them on a stabilised camera, not even going very fast. There's no way it's come out. There's just no way it's come out of focus there. Tony is an experienced photographer, for a start. So anyway, let's get on. Let's get into the more footage, because it's just phenomenal what's going on over there. So this is a UAP, and it's kind of like a Robert Shape UAP classic, but it's come out of East Texas from Tony Franklin, and there's not a lot really that happens afterwards, I don't think, but you can see the UAP either coming back or going out from this helicopter. So although Robert says, you know, aim for the helicopter and look 500 yards either side of it, which is correct to do, by the way, you can get lucky and film them from about a mile away off the back, and you'll still see them coming and going, especially in areas where you know they're just there all the time. and that's for me is, I mean, it's travelling really fast. You can tell it's, you know, a good distance away because you've got this sort of tree here, and should we slow it down, folks, and see where it goes? It disappeared. It's effing vanished. Yeah, bugs can't do that, you know. We got a lot of everything that's blinking. Like, if we've got a bug in front of a really good camera, a decent camera, we should see most of the movement on that bug, unless the focus completely goes, and we don't see the focus going in any of this clip, right? So we should be able to see pure movement. Even we can see it's slowed down. We can slow it down even further, but even after slowing it down even further, they still blink out of visual. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, oh, actually, no. Let's go on to Texas, 18th of October. So what I suggested to Tony in this one, I said, look, try and put your camera where there's something in the picture so that we can relate to, you know, the shot, because it's difficult just having a picture of just the sky, because you could dangle anything in front of it, right? So what he's done. He's basically took put it. I think he does move it in a minute, but he starts off with it stabilised in front of these branches, and if we slow it down right from the start, I believe we capture something. Did you see that? Oh, it was quick. It was quick. It kind of comes in and out. I'm not sure if that is glare or flares. Let me see. No, I don't know. The camera's not moving, so I know the sun would be, but not that quick. No, there's two objects there. There's a white dot that appears, and then the larger object follows. See? And it just vanishes. It just vanishes, folks. Anyway, we're seeing a lot of this in East Texas, Palestine Lake. Honestly, there's another. So this is what I'm talking about. Slowed down footage, a fly to move that fast across the lens would be huge on the camera because it would be incredibly close to the lens. To move that fast across the sky in this moment, nah. It's something else. It is something else, folks. It looks like a butterfly, right? Nah, it's not. That is something completely different. And like I say, we're going to go on to another bit of footage in a minute where, you know, now we know these things in where Tony is, we can prove that these white objects 8% of the time give off clicks. We know they're not insects or bugs. The fairy video is insane. Absolutely insane. I'll play it for everyone in a minute. I didn't even plan to play it, but I'm going to. What was that just went past? So that's what I'm talking about. Whatever comes past the camera that fast will look massive. And these things are not close to the lens. Look at that. It's just a ball. Just a ball. Folks. And then, do you know what? That is incredibly fast, whatever that is. Okay. It could well be a bug really close to the lens, but this is perfect. I don't know for sure. Robert, what do you think? Let me know in the comments, mate, if I can get a stop on this. I mean, that's an orb. You know, knowing what part of the sky I'm looking at here. there's too much going on in this clip. There's just way too much going on in this clip. I don't want to lose that bug. It's just a flash. It's just a flash, folks. Like, you're probably seeing it in 2 parts of half a frame, not even. So it's, yeah, I'll try and dig out a still on that one. Here we go. It should it's so quick. What is it, folks? What do you think? You can tell that this is contrast has already been changed by Tony, so that everything shows up, which is what I would do anyway, isn't it? Is that a UAP then? God. It's incredibly fast. Oh. Hang on. What do we think, folks? What do we think? I mean, it does move incredibly fast. It looks closer to the camera though. What's that? Oh man, there's two. I can't even get away from the first couple of seconds. Is there a portal? Oh my god. That's why they're vanishing. You remember that first one I talked about that just vanished as it come across? There's a portal here, I think. I see a white glimmer of light, and you see that dot that appeared there, and then another white orb here. It's higher up in the sky than what it looks, but there's something going on up there. It's major. It is major. That is just super fast, folks. No, I got this. I got this. It's incredibly hard. Oh, well, there you go. We've seen lots like it. I'd love to just try and get it here or here. I don't think it matters. I think what matters is that we know this guy is teaming with non-human intelligence. Look at this. Look, this is slowed down, folks. Look how fast these things are zipping off. So Tony's moved the camera now away from those plants. What? I'm so glad you did. Oh my god, what was that? What was that? Oh my lord. Oh my, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh my lord. I mean, and again, you can see the flicker in here. It just reminds me of the Wales clip, mate. Do you know what you need to do, Tone? You need to record 3 different cameras, 3 different angles, but pointing in the rough same direction. Just go for it, mate. I would. Oh my lord, look. And that to me looks like it's spinning while it's going through the air. We also had a black object just arrive here in front of it before. Does it not? And folks, like I said, this is probably video number 25 for Tony, honestly. I'm going to show you our chat, and just so that you can see the correspondence between me and him, and the fact that we have been talking and sharing this footage, because the guy deserves credit. He deserves credit, and the courage to send it in, knowing the scrutiny that will arrive. There's all sorts going on here, folks. I'd love for you guys to just keep playing on this video and just analysing it and letting me know what you think. That is incredible. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And for anyone that didn't see the RAF scrambling off, the RAF video I did, I'll put it at the end of this one. Check that out, because what you just saw there is pretty much what tagged our RAF fighter jets the other day. And there was a lot of people that were screaming BS, thinking I was just putting two together and getting two and two together and getting five. Look, I wasn't, and I'm probably nearer to the truth than you think. And I can't even say for sure why those jets were scrambled, but we got UAP that were tagging them. Clear evidence of that. Look at this white thing zipping past. Fairy. Look, exactly the same as the previous video where we had multiple objects flying through the sky, folks. Multiple, including UAPs, including these black objects that look like bugs with these white things either side of them. We had it all, and there's no way that they're bugs. There is no way that they're bugs when you got that happening in the sky every single day, filmed by a photographer who knows what he's looking at on a daily basis. He's been living there 27 years, folks. 27 years. And for the last few years, he's been able to pick this stuff up. And he's not really noticed what he's been looking at until me and him got in contact. He saw my stuff and he was like, holy shit. Exactly. They've been living over his house, under his radar, completely under his radar for years. And he's only just picked up on it. And he's totally awake to it now, totally. And you have my full backing, my man. My full backing. We're going to continue to watch this in slow motion, folks, because it's worth it. It's worth every single second. Everything you see zip past is not a bug. If it was, we'd be able to see the slow movement of it all the way across the screen. These things are moving rapid. They're going in and out of visual. It's incredible. And for anyone who hasn't seen the previous videos on Texas, he has filmed sources as well. Okay, we know these things can change into sources. What the hell was that? Seemed like something was coming sort of. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's absolutely amazing footage. Just keep doing it, Tony. Keep doing it, mate. I mean, that was really cool there. Did anyone pick up on this one here? Look, this one here. Look. And then it just goes invisible. Boom. Where does it reappear? Does it reappear here? Whoa, that's what I was talking about. Whatever that flash was then, let's see if that's a UFO, if that's a saucer we can identify as. Because that is really quick. What I'm going to do, I think on the next video, I'm going to do this extra slow and go through it so everyone can see the motion, because these things are moving rapid. And there's too much going on. Way too much going on, folks. Let's just let it play on. Insane. I'll be honest, I haven't even seen one bug or bird in the sky yet. In this clip. Not one. Oh, that might have been. that might have been. I don't know. It was very close to the camera. I nearly had it then. I mean, that's... That's incredibly close. Whatever it was. Just a white flash. Who knows? I don't know. Couldn't even say that was a bug. It just... too quick. And folks, if you're wondering what I'm actually seeing, you need to get on a big screen, because a lot of these things are just little flashes of light here and there. If you're lucky enough, like you just saw there, we'll capture an orb that's closer to the lens. And a lot of people will say, well, that's a spirit orb. Well, I'm sorry to say it, but these orbs have been witnessed going into saucers. Look at that. So, look, I can only go on the evidence, folks, for now. Left hand corner. Up here. Insane. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's more flashes. Another one shoots across. You know, not long, 4 days ago. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I was going to show you, and I am going to show you this one more time, folks, because it is insane, and it's only really right that I show you it again. Now we know that these things aren't bugs and they're not birds. I'm going to give you volume. I'll just start that again because it happens right from the start. We even got the clicking at the end. Did you hear that? Anyone think they're bugs? Bugs can't do that. So look, this whole clip is insane because they're not bugs, folks. I'll play it at half speed. Like what are we even looking at here? Now, I done my research on this one a few videos back. I mean, some of them look like fairies, for Christ's sake, but others look weird. You know? they're not close to the plane, but the plane kind of gives us an idea of how fast they're travelling. And they're about, I want to, it's just guessing at this point, but I would say they're about halfway between the plane and the cameraman, so quite a distance. Probably a bit closer even. You know, they're not that high up. And this is exactly what we saw in Wales, folks. Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if the distance between the ground and where these things are is the same distance between what they're finding in Skinwalker Ranch, between the ground. Is it? What do they say? 160 feet up, something like that. I don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me at all. And these things are everywhere, absolutely everywhere, folks. So that's what I'm saying. We don't need to wait on the government officials to release anything. To be honest, stick your cameras in the sky, you'll capture a saucer eventually. You know, and this is what we need to look at. So, absolutely amazing. I think we've gone through pretty much everything except Norfolk. So, Gavin Young took this on the 21st of the 10th. Not loads. I'll be honest, there's nothing really in the footage other than, well, I did just see something else, but it's nothing much. It's just a black dot that it's quite high up in the sky, around this area. I think some things zooped past then as well, but anyway, there is something a bit clearer that happens at 107, I believe. But yeah. Gavin Young, he lives in Norfolk. He normally films at the Walcott area, Walcott Beach in Norfolk. This is where he is now. You can turn the sound up. You can hear the ocean, folks. Now, Gavin sent in loads of videos already, screenshots and all sorts. And yeah, he's a credible guy. And yeah, he's captured a saucer as well. He's captured the whites, the white objects. He's captured the orbs. He's captured the saucer. He's done it all in such a short period of time as well. He's captured them close to the pier as well. So here's our object. There, you know, just a black dot with white bits either side of it. Looks like a bug, right? Looks like it could be a bee. But honestly, like, that's quite high up. Again, looks very similar. I said about halfway between the plane and the actual person. It's probably less. Probably about 160, 200 feet up in the... That's just a guesstimate, okay? I can't prove it, but it's a guesstimate. And it zips off really fast, folks. Really, really fast. You know, and that's all the clip is really. I toned that down a little bit and to see if I could see anything else. And that's all there was from yesterday. But there is more to come from Gavin, which he sent previously, which I need to get on. But I just wanted to share that with you, because his saucer clip really was, and really is, the real deal. And the interpolation, well, the video slowed down, shows you what this thing is doing. You can see it starts off here and it just appears, and then it just jumps to here. You know, if that's a fly, we'll be able to slow it down and you'll be able to see it clearly moving down. But that is too quick. That's too quick. Here's the saucer now. Yeah. And there's the saucer shot, folks. Blurry as hell, but you know, we've cleaned it up and it gives us our saucer. And it's not a bird, because birds can't jump through the sky like that. And we're seeing this thing change from an orb which is almost translucent into this saucer with even clearer footage over in the US in Oklahoma. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, I will also include that video at the end of this. Just backing it up. You know, that what we're seeing around the world is the same thing. And yeah, that's it for today, folks. That's all I've got for you. My voice is slowly clearing up even as I'm speaking. It's just getting better and better. So, you know, hopefully in the next 2 days I can put some more emphasis on it with some more videos from you. Please send them in, folks. Undercover ET on Facebook, Undercover ET UK. Find me on Rumble, find me on X. Definitely subscribe if you want the latest real footage. Okay, trust me, I get stuff sent in that I dismiss, but not because it looks fake as hell, but because the profile might be dodgy or they can't give me the full story. It might even be real, okay, but if they're not giving me any information to go with it, it just gets dismissed. There needs to be some kind of credibility from the person. And you know, people like Tony I speak to every day, Gavin I speak to every day, on WhatsApp, on email, custodian file, Latchkey Hustle, John at Latchkey Hustle, same. We speak on a daily basis, weekly basis. MB over in Belfast. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to include some really cool footage in the next video, which I didn't have time to squeeze into this one, but there's another YouTuber out there who deals in radio control cars, radio control planes, helicopters, that sort of thing. He's all about the RC world, and he captured something which was amazing the other day, or the other week in Scotland, and we're going to get more into that in the next video. So subscribe, stay tuned, it's massive, there's loads to come, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.